Jai Satchidanand. Namo Vitragay.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Namo Santanam.
Namo Santanam.
Namo Siddham.
Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyam. Namo Vajjayam.
Vajjayanam.
Namo Loe Avasa. Eso Panchanamukaro. Savapavapanasano. Mangalanancha Sauvesim. Padamam Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchidanand. So today we are going to talk on two columns, right? Mainly one is the food part, seventh column, and another is the speech, that is the fifth column. Right? Am I right? So shall we start with the food part? Do you know what is that column? That, oh Dada Bhagwan, give me such inner strength, such that I will not have particular relish for any one taste of food, but I can take the balance of all the six tastes of food. That is the one code or one diamond, right? Now, today, food has become a very important part of life and living. And I'll talk about three types of foods: food for body, food for mind, and food for soul. Would you like the rest of the two, or you will like only food for body? Have you ever thought about food for mind and food for soul? Ian? No? Okay. So does it seem interesting? Our mind does need some food or get some food? Okay. So let's talk about all the three foods. First we start with food for body, right? So what is our current status now? If we see everybody honestly, do we live to eat or do we eat to live? What is the answer? Do we live to live? Eh? Sorry? We should eat to live. But what we do? We live to eat? Okay, that's fine. Now, second question. Do we decide or choose our food by proper understanding, or whatever our mind and tongue taste tells us to eat, we eat? Tell me. Your mom has made some vegetables and some good balanced diet. Do you always take the balance of all the things, all the six tastes, and balance of all the things required for body, or you take only which you like to have it? What do you do?
Only take what I like.
Yes. So your mind or your tongue tells you to taste, to take particular taste or liking, and you only take that part, and you ignore what is good for body or what is balanced for body, right? So what is, yeah, so we should have the balance of everything. Dadaji said there are six tastes of the food. We take only sweet taste more. We don't take bitter. We don't take sour. We take salt. We should have the balance of all: sweet, bitter, sour, salty, everything, six tastes. And more than that, do you want, do you like to have more food at restaurants,
No.
McDonald's, pizzas, or no?
No.
That's very good. I'm happy. I'm very happy. So we should have balance of things. Secondly, quality of food. Better we should have homemade food as far as possible because homemade food is more pure. It's prepared with good bhavana. Who is cooking the food, where it is being cooked, everything plays role by atoms and molecular configuration. So when we eat at restaurants, not only it is hard to digest, it is good for tongue taste, but it is hard for tummy to digest it, and it is bad for effects on the mind and our chit or reflective consciousness. So quality quality of food should be simple, easily digestible, and having the balance, not only tastes. Do you know what is the other aspects of balance and normality of food? No?
No.
In your school, probably the science lessons have yet to come, right? So what they say, we should have the balance of carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins and minerals, other things like antioxidants. So in nutshell, we should have good amount of greens and fruits and vegetables. Then we can have the nuts and beans. Then we can have cereals and if possible less of cheese and less of oils. Why? Because in USA especially we observe that the people eat lot of cheese, a lot of ready or preserved foods. Now what happens is cheese is fully fat, it leads to overweight, obese, and it doesn't have the other nutrients. So we should have diet balanced in nutrients, and especially I would like to avoid the preserved foods because it has the chemicals which harms my body, right? So certain basic things we should know about food. Then if the dish is very good, you like it very much, would you overstuff your tummy so that you don't have the comfortable situation, or would you like to uh, uh, eat in normality? Suppose you are liking particular sweet very much and you happen to go to Milliben's place and Milliben has made those sweets, would you overstuff yourself or would you remain normal? Would you become above normal or would you remain normal? Quantity of food.
Normal.
Yeah. So quantity of food, we should not be above normal, we should not be below normal. Above normal means we should not overstuff our tummy so that we have discomfort. We can keep little bit empty, eat by proper chewing, enjoying the taste properly, slowly, but take such that some space remains in the stomach empty. That is about the quantity, normality of the quantity. First part we took the balance of different types, ingredients as well as tastes, quality homemade food, quantity we decided that we will eat so that our tummy doesn't get very heavy. We do not get very sleepy after food, especially when we want to study. Then we go to other aspects, right? What should be the normality in timings of taking food? Do you take food at 11 night sometimes,
No.
even if offered? No, right? So that the body's digestive system functions according to biorhythmic clock. So we should have, if possible, maintain particular timings of taking food in every day. If this regularity is possible, the body system will function very well. And in evening, we should take our meals at least 2 hours before going to bed for having the proper digestion. So these are certain few basic things about normality of food, type of food, quantity of food, quality of food. One more important thing I would like to observe or discuss, when you are eating, is your TV on? Is your video game on? Is your smartphone on? How many of you eat when you're TV, looking to TV or smartphone or video game? Tell me truth.
I do.
Hey, all the three. Is that good?
No.
Why? See, the
Cause,
brain is
cause you're so
brain.
focused on TV that you're
So
not paying attention to your food.
yeah, see, I'll give you the explanation. Dadaji said when you are eating, your reflective consciousness means your chit should be only in eating and nowhere else. If we are eating and if our chit is in TV or in a smartphone or in a video game, we don't know what we have eat. What we eat, we don't know the taste. The digestion will be poor, and everything will be at our disadvantage. So he said that the people who are eating in absence of chit or reflective consciousness, they are inviting diseases. Would you like to invite diseases? No,
No.
right? So how many things I have told you about food? Can you summarize? Can anyone summarize for me? 4 or 5 things which I told you, which we discussed. Sahil, can you? I
Yeah.
Yeah,
You told
please.
us that eating out is bad because
Yeah.
you eat at a restaurant, the people you don't know like the attitude towards the cooking.
Yeah. So it's better to have the homemade food over the restaurant food. Yes, point one. Point second,
Don't
yes, please. Shivam.
don't watch TVs.
Yes. When you are eating, keep your focus only in eating and nowhere else. Okay? Second point. Third point, balance of all six tastes, balance of all ingredients, including carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins, minerals, and other things. And here I'll add one more point that the modern scientific research tells us that plant-based diet, greens, fruits, vegetables, and cereals is protective and good for body, whereas the animal-based diet, those coming from animals or various living beings, it is leading to so many diseases, including heart attacks and cancers, which are very high in USA. They have done the research that why these all diseases like hypertension, high blood pressure, heart diseases, diabetes, and cancers or obesity are very high in USA, and they found that it is because of poor dietary habits, and they found that the vegetarian or plant-based diet is certainly protective or beneficial over the non-veg or the animal-based diet. Okay. So simple, easily digestible, homemade food, quantity, balance, not above normal, not below normal, timings. Okay. Anything you have a question? Ayan, yes, please.
Yes. I was confused whether like since plants are living beings, even though if you only eat plants you're called a vegetarian. Um, so that we don't eat meat. So then
Sorry,
I don't want to
Miliben,
hurt plants because they're also living beings too. So how
can
do
you
we?
repeat? I couldn't hear
Uh,
him.
like I'll repeat the question. Since we're vegetarians, plants are living beings in a scientific formation, in a scientific ways, but uh, I, I don't want to hurt living beings. Like since we're vegetarians, we don't eat animals because we don't want to hurt them. But then, why are we eating plants? Because they're also living beings, and we don't want to hurt them either.
Sorry, Miliben, can you repeat the question?
One second.
Okay. So, okay, if I understood your question properly, and Plants are also living beings and animals are also living beings. So why are you eating plants? That is what you want to ask?
Yeah, so, like, because they're both living beings.
Louder.
Since they are both living beings, animals and plants, but
Okay,
since we're vegetarians, we only
I'll answer that
eat
question. Living beings have different categories. There are living beings which you touch and they do not run away. They are the primary living beings with one sense. They do not run away out of fear or fright. Then there are other living beings from one sense, two senses, three senses, four senses, and five senses. And once you try to touch them or go near, they will get fearful and they will run away. The ant will run away, the other things will run away, but the plants or trees, they do not run away. So they are the primary living beings with one sense, and we can eat them. And whatever 5% we lose, they get evolved and we live, so we get 100, out of which 5 goes to them and 95 is left with us. But the living beings which experience the pain or which run away when we approach them, we should not sort of eat them or kill them. And that is not only bad for our health or body, but it also puts the covering layers on the understanding, knowing and seeing power of our pure self, and will hinder our progress towards, for especially for our inner spiritual journey. Am I clear?
Yes.
yes.
So everything is scientific, and those who are eating it, we do not have any annoyance for them, because the world has all types of people, and those who won't let them have, but this is our choice for our own self without having any annoyance for other people. Okay? Any more questions about food part? One more thing I'd like to add to the food part is when we talk about preservatives, then we have cold drinks, right? Do you know that cold drinks have what ingredients inside? Recently, the articles came up that there are pesticides in the cold drinks. There are other elements in the cold drinks. Not only they are very cold temperature, but these preservatives also are harmful to the body to some extent. So if you are fond of taking, take it a little bit, but tell your mind that this is not a good for my body. Instead, have the natural juices more. If you like, if you want to enjoy, you can enjoy the fruit juices. You can enjoy, there are a lot of juices available in a natural form without, if possible, without chemicals or preservatives. Any more question in the food part? Miliben, Priyaben, anything left? Vinod?
No, you've got it covered.
Sorry,
Any more questions?
we got
No.
covered.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one more thing, it's better to take warm, freshly prepared food, because when the food is freshly prepared or warm, it has the Tej Tattva or Agni Tattva into it, so it is easily digestible. But if we take the frozen foods, then that may not be easily digestible. So these understandings we should keep with us as an understanding, but we should not be adamant or insistent about the things, because sometimes our mom may not be having time, or mom may be busy with some other work, and we should be adjustable with the circumstances or situations, adjust everywhere. But given the choice, this knowledge I will apply when I have the choice. Okay?
Okay.
So now there are two parts left out. Everything is not covered. I covered only food for body. Why are you not asking about food for mind? I told you. Do you want to know
Uh,
food for mind? Yes or no?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. When you have seen some serial or when you play the video games or something where killing and fighting is there, what sort of impression does it leave over your mind? And when you have satsang or when you have some serene or inspirational seeing or reading, what impression does it put on your mind and in your chit? What is good for you and what is not good for you? Can you tell me? Throughout the day, a lot of things enter our mind through five senses: what we see, what we hear, especially what we read, right? And there are positives and negatives both. Are there negatives in the world or everything is positive only?
There
Right?
is
There are
negative some.
Ah, and they are easily available and accessible because you all have iPads with you. But what to see in iPad is your choice or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So be selective in giving food to your mind. Your reflective consciousness means chit and intellect. If you give the pure, serene or inspirational food, it will go up. You will build up in a good way. But if you give it all types of available foods in the world, and if you see the sort of perverted things or bad things or violent things, then it will leave impression on your mind like that. So be selective, right? Make a habit of seeing good, reading good, listening good, or ignoring what's not in our self-interest. Does that make some sense to you or
Yes.
no?
yes.
I would say that food for mind is still more important, even more important than food for body. Okay?
Okay.
Somebody may be very bodybuilder by body's food, but his mind may be devil's workshop. What will happen? All the energy will be taken into wrong direction, right? So that
Yeah.
is why Dadaji said that we should have better strength of mind and better strength of our speech, manobal and vachanbal, rather than the better strength of our body. Okay? And
Okay.
what is about food for soul? Have you ever thought there is food for soul?
No.
Huh? What does our satsang do?
No.
What does our satsang do? It gives
It
us
Food
food
for
for
soul.
soul.
so
Okay? Whenever you are in a satsang environment, even though you are playing, you may not be listening to satsang, but that environment nourishes our soul, right? It is good for upliftment of our soul. So be careful about all the three foods: food for body, food for mind, and food for soul. Okay? Sing some path, sing some kirtan bhakti, have developed something, develop your own thing from the Dada's messages. The people develop dramas, people write something, stories, and that is good for our soul. Okay. So now we are done with the food part. If you have any question, we'll take. Otherwise, we go to the fifth column.
Any questions?
Shall we
no.
go? Shall we go to fifth column?
Yes.
Can anybody tell me
Yes.
which is the fifth code about? Do you know what is the fifth code about? All about?
No.
No. Why don't you ask your mom? Sing some paths, sing some kirtan. You should be prepared before satsang, beta.
Yeah.
Shaileshanandji gets prepared 1 hour before the satsang starts, and you don't do your homework. Should you do or should you not do? Or
I
should
should.
your mom and dad do it? If you are not doing it, ask your dad and mummy to do it for you. So the fifth, see, I'm joking. Fifth code is, Oh Dada Bhagwan, please bless me with such an inner strength so that I will not speak, not make someone to speak, not encourage someone speaking harsh or hurtful language or language of ruler. Give me such strength that even if somebody speaks harsh or hurtful language, I can speak soft and sober language. Is that true? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So does it happen? Does it does it happen any time that your words or our words hurt anyone or no?
Yes.
Do we hurt by our speech to sometimes to someone? Yes. Whom do we hurt most frequently?
No.
No? No one? Ask your
I
mommy.
I hurt my brother the most with my speech.
Yes, you hurt your brother. Do you hurt your mom? Do you hurt
No.
your dad anytime?
No.
Do you have any negative comment about any friend anytime? He's not a good boy, he's a bad boy, he's having bad habits. No?
No.
Okay. Be observant. Sometimes the words come out of our speech which are hurting to someone, or we can have negative opinions or negative criticisms. And when such words come out of our speech, have you ever noticed that it always becomes thus? If I am to say that Vinod bhai, you are a very good person, even before saying that my face is smiling, because I first get positively affected before saying anybody you are a good person. But if I say you are a bad person or you are not good or you are this and that, my face would be smiling or a frown face. Tell me. So somebody's mic is disturbing. Each word, positive or negative, before affecting others, do affect me first. So how should I select my words? That is why we are asking for inner energy, so that we do not speak or not cause anyone to speak, nor endorse or encourage anyone speaking harsh or hurtful language. And even if somebody is speaking harsh or hurtful words, we should reply in soft and sober language, right? So if
Yes.
see in today's world, the art of and science of communication or art and science of speech, one who can know and one who can take care of communication will be very successful in the world, even if one may not have resources as the other people have. But this is a very powerful resource if we know how to communicate, how to speak, how to pass on our message in a friendly way, not harsh or hurtful way, but in a friendly way which can win over the hearts of the other people, then we will win the world, right? So the Gnani Purush, how to do that? It is our inner bhavna, our inner hearty desire that give me the strength to speak such that I can be fruitful, it can be beneficial to others, it can be concise, and it can be fruitful so that I win over the love of everybody. Right? So if you have this bhavna, your speech will change accordingly. Would you like to do that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it hard or is it easy?
Hard.
It is not. It is not at all hard. Only thing is you have to do bhavna in your heart by understanding. When you feed something in computer, if you know how to program it, the computer works or doesn't work well.
Works well.
Oh, will work well. So this is inner programming, right? So
Yeah.
whenever you pray to Dada Bhagwan, you have to pray that, oh Dada Bhagwan, give me such understanding, give me such inner strength, so that I will not speak harsh or hurtful language. Even if someone speaks harsh or hurtful language, I will reply in soft and sober language. Moreover, give me such inner strength that my speech would be truthful, beneficial, concise, and loved by one and all, so that I can win over the hearts of the other, right? So that is how our speech and communication becomes very good, and our intents count. Our intent should be to be transparent and friendly to everybody, and not to let somebody down, okay? Or not to prove that I am right and you are wrong. Most of the times we communicate to prove that I am right and you are wrong. Is that right?
No.
No? So you are good boys then. I was not. Okay, so that is about our fifth column. So anything more about today's satsang, or that is all?
That's all.
So what would be the homework from today's satsang? Tell me. The homework will be you have to write down the summary points. Then you write down how much I am able to practice and where I am finding it difficult. And everybody send me an email, okay? And we will discuss some other time. Will you do this homework?
Yes.
If you don't do homework, then next time I will not do my homework. Okay?
Okay.
So write down the points which you remember. If you don't remember, it is open book exam. You can ask your mummy, you can ask your daddy, you can re-listen this satsang which is recorded there. Write down the points. Then other column you write down this I am able to do, this I am not able to do, and what should I do to be able to do it. Okay?
Okay.
Jai Satchidanand. If anybody wants to ask anything, otherwise we say Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Miliban, Iron, is it fine or we want to prolong or continue? That is all. Miliban?
Yeah, Jai Satchidanand. We can close it up with the final mantra.
Okay. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Send me your feedback. Send me your summary.
Shaileshanandji usually do this prayer at the end, short prayer. So we'll do it. I'll speak out and we can all repeat afterwards.
Yeah.
It's Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
We bow to Dada Bhagwan.
We bow to Dada Bhagwan.
O all loving Dada Bhagwan.
Oh, all loving Dada Bhagwan.
O Vitrag, God and Goddess.
Oh,
Oh, God and Goddess.
O Shri Padmavati Mataji.
oh,
Shri God.
Mataji,
Who inspire us to be on path of liberation.
be on path of liberation.
We pray that
we pray that
you bestow all your blessings
bestow
Your blessings
on the well-being of
on the
being of
our beloved Pujya Sri Kanu Dadaji,
our beloved
Sri Pujya Kanu Dadaji,
who is torch-bearer
who
who is torch-bearer
for our liberation
for
our liberation,
and who is Swarup,
who
And
Paramatma.
Paramatma.
Our Jai Sachidanand Sangh
our
Jai Sachidanand.
and Aptaputras.
and after
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai
Sachidanand.
Jai.
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 Simple off है.
Rajnikant bhai.
Then we can discuss. Put off है.
Okay.